Hi, welcome to Business Solutions. Target setting and evaluation is part of any business. The end of a year provides a good opportunity for that. Today, we look at how to go about that process. With me to do that is Habiba Sumani from the National Board for Small Scale Industries. Welcome, Habiba.
Thank you.
What constitutes a year for a business?
In Ghana, the financial year starts from the 1st of January to the 31st of December. So we would expect companies to do their reporting within this time frame.
Now, in terms of evaluating the performance of a business for any particular year, what are we looking at? What do we measure?
In evaluating performance, you have to first of all ask yourself, what are we even trying to measure, or what are we evaluating? What did we set for ourselves from the beginning? For instance, a typical company, you would have a goal, which is the vision that you are seeking to achieve within a time frame of about 5 years. And in trying to achieve this goal, you break it down into objectives. And these are achieved on an annual basis. And for you to achieve these objectives that you set for yourself, you come up with targets, which you would seek to achieve within a time frame, typically within a year. So in achieving these targets, then you are looking at even breaking it further into quarterly, which is 3 monthly terms. If you are seeking to, for instance, achieve or be able to attract 1 million customers to your business within 5 years, for instance, and then in the first year, you are looking at being able to bring in 1 million customers and also reaching out to another 1 million so that they are interested in to join in the following year. Okay. So in doing this, that's for the first year, you want to attract 1 million. And you can attract that within maybe 1 month. So you break it down. In the first 3 months, how many customers am I seeking to attract? And if I'm seeking to attract these customers, that's the target number. It's specific. You can measure it. At the end of the day, you ask yourself, is it realistic? Do I have the needed resource in terms of human resources, my sales personnel, the people to do the advertising for me? Are they there? Do they have the required skills to do that? And even financially, am I capable? Will I be able to afford it? These are the questions that you ask yourself, and then they help you to be able to set a more realistic target. And sometimes there are even some constraints that fall outside of the business that you don't have control of. Government can come up with any policy at all. How would it shake up your business? Would you be able to withstand it? Is your business robust enough financially, human resource-wise, and even the mindset and the motivation of the leader of the business, which is the entrepreneur? How ready are you to face some of these challenges? Therefore, you would want to encourage businesses to set up very realistic targets that they can achieve. And it serves as a sort of motivation and even an incentive to your employees, because at the end of the day, when you tie up their rewards based on the targets that they're able to achieve, and the target you set for them is not realistic in the first place, that means it will demoralize them, because you will not be able to give them the needed rewards because they haven't been able to achieve the target that you set, which wasn't realistic. So you find that retaining your employees will become a challenge, because people will be unhappy. If you are lucky, they give you feedback. If you are not, they just move to your competitor and they take all the knowledge and all the skills that they have along with them. And eventually, if you are not a responsive business person and looking out to listen to your customers and your employees, over a short period of time, you collapse. And this is very typical in small businesses. Very, very typical.
During the target setting, do you include feedback from employees? Because they are the ones you're setting the targets for.
You should. You should. Because they are the ones that work for you. They are within the business. So, for instance, if you have salespersons and you don't listen to your salesperson in setting up your sales target, for instance, then right from the onset, it's flawed. So you necessarily have to listen to them. You have to take their feedback that they bring to you from their customers. And sometimes you need to even go out on the field and listen to the customers directly, especially the customers that are regular, those that come to you. From time to time, it's good to take a feedback from them as well. And then for those customers whom you've lost, it's also good to find out why are they no longer coming or patronizing your business. Is it that they found a better service or product elsewhere? Or is it just that they've relocated and distance-wise they are not able to reach you? And how would you be able to reach them? So feedback is very important.
After we are done with target setting, now at the end of every year that we are looking at evaluation, whether you've been able to achieve those targets. What exactly are we looking at? What do we measure, for instance?
Typically for a business, you'll be looking at your financial performance.
Right.
How well have we performed? How much money have we made? How much sales have we made? And how much money did we get? What is the profit? How much of the working capital are we retaining in the business at the end of the day? Are we getting any bonuses? So these are some of the key things. Normally the financials tend to be what most businesses look at. Then after looking at that, you have to now assess your the performance of your employees. How well are they performing on the ground? Are you giving them the needed support in terms of training? Would they require more skills and knowledge in other areas to be able to help them to perform better in the coming year? Okay, now look at your competitors. How well are they doing? What have they done differently within the year? Have they increased their customer base? Have they come out with new products? How did they do it? So you should necessarily be conscious or be interested in finding out within your industry that you're operating in, what are some of the new trends that are coming up? And are you able to be in a position to produce to those standards? Are you able to match up those benchmarks that are being set now? Who are the new entrants? The old entrants, how well are they doing? These are simple questions that you, as a business person, at the end of the year, you should sit and reflect on. And you don't do that on your own as an individual. You do that together with your key management personnel, and then also together with the rest of your employees, such that you have, at the end of the year, you feel that you've had a comprehensive evaluation of the business. And even from time to time, you can rope in one or two customers. Or just ordinary people on the street, which you think in the future may be interested in your product. You can rope them in and then get some sort of feedback from them. It helps. I know most small businesses in Ghana do not look at this aspect. They think it's a reserve for the big businesses. They have more formal structures. But I tell you, when you are starting a business or when you're at the micro or small level, these are the sort of things you need to give you that quantum leap. It will just help you to escalate into a level that you never imagined if you put in these simple things in place.
Well, thank you so much, Habiba, for speaking to us. Habiba Sumani is with the National Board for Small Scale Industries. We've been looking at target setting and evaluation for a business. Hopefully, it should be helpful in the coming year for any business. Thank you so much for staying with us for Business Solutions. Bye-bye.